All right, welcome to lesson number 4 in our personality science course. And today we're going to be talking about conscientiousness, the trait of conscientiousness. Now, as you've noticed in the acronym OCEAN, we're on the second letter C, conscientiousness. And each one of these traits, again, as we've mentioned, has 2 subtraits. So it's going to have orderliness and industry as the subtraits. And let's discuss each one of these subtraits so you have a better idea. So conscientiousness, first of all, we'll look at the trait of industry. Industry is going to have a perceptual take on the world, and then they're going to have a behavioral take on the world. So we're going to look at these 2 different ways of understanding these conscientious individuals. So perception. Is there anything not finished? So in the industry trait, they're going to constantly be framing their world in terms of work. Is there anything that's not yet done? What else do I need to do? Is there another point on the checklist that needs to be checked off? So that's what's going to be very important for people in this, particularly in the industry side. I need to keep working. And so I can't be okay until all the work is done, to all the things that I perceive. So I'm constantly scanning my universe for, is there more to be done? You know, I can't go out and have fun and let go until everything is done. So that's one of the traits of this that's kind of difficult to hold, because it's going to prioritize externals over sometimes even your own internal feelings. And we'll talk a little bit about the science behind what goes into that. But these people get a lot done because of that. Conscientiousness in industry, and the industrious part of the subtype, the behaviors work comes first, and they make goals and they complete goals. So you can see somebody who's going to be high in leadership, this is a trait that they're probably going to need, because a lot of times your senior leaders do have a lot on their plates, so they have to be driven by that. So that doesn't mean that these are the only people that make great leaders, but it's generally one of the characteristics that is high in high level leadership, because of the drive and the need to do all these things. It's not always, again, healthy, because you can see how it easily lend to excessiveness in behavior. So it is very successful in the workforce. So it is obviously solving some problems within the workforce. So you can see what it's doing here. Okay, so let's transition to conscientiousness, orderliness. So in the orderliness side of things, they're going to have a take on perception. Is everything in order? Now, if you've got somebody who's high in orderliness in your life, you should be thankful. But sometimes you'll think, oh, they're just crazy about these things. They're constantly focusing on this. It's true. They can enter a room and they'll spot things that are out of order immediately, and it'll make them feel uncomfortable. So just as the one trait of, is there anything still left to do for work done? This is is there any object out of place? Is there anything that's just out of order in the sequence of how things should be done? These people are going to see it right away. So again, another great trait to have in somebody who's leading others, trying to keep everything on track. These people keep everything on track. Behavior. Order means the good life. So they're constantly putting things in order. They're looking for it, and then they're executing it. It's pretty simple and straightforward with orderliness. Look for it, execute order. So these people are constantly doing those 2, sweep and order. It doesn't mean that somebody else can't be organized if you don't have this trait. It doesn't mean that this person doesn't like order, but you're just not focused on it. Okay? If truth be told, you don't feel uncomfortable when something's unordered, and you don't have this behavior that you're driven towards this. This is a drive. This is a passion. They feel negative feelings when things are out of order. They feel great when things are in order. So you can see if there has emotional component for them. It's not just an abstract idea.